Hey, everybody. Happy Easter, or should I say Happy Eater? um, that's an inside joke. Yeah, I ate a lot today, too. Now I got lots of candy to steal from my kid. My kid, between my house and his dad, he literally has every brand of candy like you could ever think of. Like, literally, I don't think there's a brand he doesn't have. He has everything. He has 4 Easter baskets. I don't even know what to do with all of it. This is not good. And then tomorrow he's off from school because it's like a teacher in service day. So we're gonna go see Super Mario after I work, and I'm excited. I heard it broke box office records. That it was literally the highest grossing weekend at the movies ever. So I'm super hyped for that. I mean, who doesn't love Mario? Like, everyone can relate to Mario in some way. Like kids, our kids, when we were kids. So, oh, it's in your state. Wow, I didn't know that, Linda. Let me say hi to everybody. Lori, hey, Misty Dawn, Linda, Jen, Jeremiah. Yeah. So this is just pretty new. I probably won't be on that long. I just wanted to pop in. I've got a lot of crazy stuff going on. We just had like a family tragedy that we're dealing with. So if I am not around as much, I'm just letting you guys know, like, that's why. But I don't know if I will be or not, but just in case. And I'm gonna try and, I guess, do a recap of the Stalk trial stuff maybe tomorrow. Um, I will put like 2 days together and do it like I did last time. I just wanted to get this out there because she's still missing. And sorry, I'm saying a lot because I'm kind of winging it. I just want to get this out there so that more attention is on it, and hopefully she will be found soon. Um, it doesn't sound very good from what the police are saying, which it makes me pretty nervous. They did a press conference, which I'll play, and they said something along the lines of, "We believe that her disappearance is involuntary and suspicious, and they don't believe she ever left her home on foot." I don't really want to make too many assumptions here, but hey, Ellie, I don't want to make too many assumptions here, but thank you, Lori. Thank you, girl. Um, Again, I don't want to make too many assumptions. I don't want to go saying I think this person did it or that. It sounds suspicious. Her husband, I think it's her husband, says that, "Hey, Glenjamin, happy Easter to the people just coming in." Um, it says that, oh, really? I wonder why. Maybe did you get a new card or something? Sometimes that happens. Um, so her husband says that, I guess she got up, she went and dropped her kids off at daycare, and then they went home, her and her husband. I think he was with her when she dropped the kids off at daycare. They got home and he left to go run errands, he said, till I think like 10:30 or something it was, and then he left. I don't know if he left at 10:30 or came back at 10:30, which I'll read it all out. But basically, he went to go run errands and came back, and she wasn't there, he says. But all her stuff's there, her phone, her purse. I don't know if they have a second car, but it sounds like they don't. So, and they don't have any. It sounds like they have some proof, like maybe camera video or something, and they don't have any proof that she left the house on foot. They sound pretty confident what they're saying. Hey, Princess Megan Elsa. So I don't know, but basically, in a nutshell, a desperate search for missing mom of two. She's 26. Hey, Lex. Minnesota? It's in Minnesota. Oh, sorry, my phone's on. Hold on. Yeah, Glenjamin. I know. I don't want to say it, but it is a little. Hey, Allie, happy Easter. She could work from home. Okay, so she didn't need the car. Thank you, Linda. If you know any other stuff that I missed, please let me know, because again, I just literally started looking into this. I haven't really looked into it long, so. But it is strange, like, how do they not have her getting out of the house on foot? Like, I wonder if they have a garage they pull into. I don't know. Yeah, this is the one that was talking to her sister. Yeah, her sister said that everything seemed normal. Yeah, she worked at the Mayo Clinic. So it says desperate search for missing mom of two who vanished 5 days ago before she could collect her kids from daycare. Phone and wallet are found in her house. A 26-year-old mother of two from Minnesota has been missing for almost a week in what local police are describing as suspicious circumstances after her phone and wallet were found in her house. She was last seen on March 31st at around 10 a.m. at her house on Kerry Drive in Winona, close to the border between Minnesota and Wisconsin. I'll look up that street too, and we can, I like having a visual, so. Kerry Drive, where was it? Okay. She and the father of her children, a 5-year-old girl and a 2-year-old boy, had just dropped them off at daycare before returning home. Does anyone know if they were married? At around 10, the father of the kids, okay, he left at 10, left their house in a dark blue 2014 Chrysler Town and Country minivan. He told authorities by the time he came back later that day, Kingsbury was no longer there. Her job said she didn't show up. So, was she supposed to go in that day? Did she have a time to clock in? Hey, Parker, good to see you. Happy Easter. Did she have, like, I'm curious what time she was supposed to get at work. Like, if she was supposed to go in, because she was supposed to go in. Was this time she was supposed to go in before 10 o'clock? And if it was, why would he leave in the van if she had to go to work? Do they have a second car? I wish I had these answers, because that would make a lot of difference to me, if they have a second car, or if she was supposed to be at work. And, okay. Yeah, it's hard to get away with anything nowadays because there's cameras and surveillance everywhere. I mean, you can pretty much, track people down through camera lights and phones and everything they say, everything they Google. I mean, it's impossible to do this unless you're, very lucky, I guess. It was still pretty cold when she went missing. It dips into the 30s at night. Oh, wow. What do you think happened, Linda? Like, what's your thoughts? Hey, Crystal. Happy Easter. All right, so around 10 a.m., the father of their kids left their house in a dark blue Chrysler Town and Country minivan, he told authorities. By the time he came back later that day, he was no longer there. I'd like to know where he went and if they have him on camera going and running errands. Hey, Sarah. I think she's in the river. Do you think she went by accident, or do you think somebody put her there? Her job said she didn't show up, and friends and family say she did not respond to a number of calls and messages. She also didn't pick up her children. Winona police said that based on their investigation, Kingsbury's disappearance is suspect. We believe Maddie's disappearance is involuntary, suspicious, and we are all concerned for her safety, said Police Chief Tom Williams. So her sister said that she was talking to her and that everything seemed fine. They were joking about a photo in text. And here's something that's a little strange, but her baby dad, or I don't know if they're married or not. I'm just going to say baby dad or kid's father. He put up this Facebook post and then deleted it. It said, hold on, I'll show you. If anybody has seen Madeline since 10 a.m. Friday, please contact Winona PD, me, or any of her family members. I see lots of misinformation already being posted. Maddie was home with me from 8 to 10:30, which is when I left to do errands. When I returned an hour-ish later, she was gone. So he's only gone for an hour. Please help me find the mom to our two beautiful kids. Yeah, they went into the house and only he came out. I really want to know if they have a garage. So I'm going to look up the street. So hold on. I don't know what the number is, but I guess I can find out. Hold on a minute. Let's see if I can find the number address. I can't find. Let me try this. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to see if I can find the. On like a search thing. Yeah, I can only find. Is that the only one they found? Yeah, lazy killer alibi, right? It is weird. I really just want to know if they have like a garage, because like one that they can pull, like he can pull in, like this house right here, something like that. Some of them look like ones that connect to the house, but not all. All right, so here's an article that says new clue in missing Winona woman. Police seek Fillmore County residents' help. The Winona Police Department is searching for a 26-year-old Winona woman after she was last seen Friday morning. On April 1st, around 8 a.m., officers put out a missing persons alert for Madeline Jane Kingsbury of Winona after her family was unable to make contact with her the day prior. According to the report, Kingsbury was last seen by her roommate, so I guess they're not married, at 8:30 a.m. 450 block. That narrows it down a little bit. Sorry. So it wraps around, I guess. Oh, these all look like garages that attach to the house. The WPD reported that a van matching the description of Kingsbury's vehicle, a dark blue Chrysler Town and Country, was traveling from Winona to the eastern part of Fillmore County during the day on March 31st. And the Fillmore County Sheriff's Office are asking Fillmore County residents to check their surveillance between 8 a.m. on March 31st to 4 p.m. on April 1st along the Highway 43 corridor. So, in my opinion, it sounds like, yeah. Hold on, I gotta do it through YouTube. But it sounds like to me that they're looking into him and that he's definitely on the top of their list, given that they're tracking down where this car went because he was using it, you know? Okay, hold on one second. I'm pinning the GoFundMe if anyone wants to. And please make sure that you like my stream before you go. All right. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. I need this address. I'm so curious. I believe he is a graphic designer, maybe, or something like that. I'll pull. Okay, all right, I got it. Hold on, I got the address. Got it. Let's check this place out. Did it pin? Is it pin, Jen? Did it work? Can I put it on the street there? Oh, so there is a garage, but I don't know. It doesn't look like a drive-in one. Maybe, Linda, yeah. He could have done it that way. I mean, wouldn't they have, like, camera of him carrying something out? They have to know something. I mean, they're looking for this van that they knew he was driving, and they want to know where the car was. So I can only really conclude in my mind that, you know, they think something suspicious. You know, I don't want to go saying, oh, I think this person or that person did it. It's still early, but it is weird, I'll say. And that's all I'm going to say is it's weird that he put up that post. He deleted it. They're looking into the car. They said it's suspicious and they believe it's involuntary and that she never left the house on foot. So they have to have some kind of surveillance where they know that for sure. I don't feel like he would have said that super confidently if that wasn't the case. Yeah, I think so too, Glenjamin. Like I think they have already because it sounds like they know where he was driving, and that's why they're asking for that county like information. All right, let me see. I found something, like 5 things you need to know about him, and I'm just. Here we go. Let's see. That's him. And that's her. Look how adorable she is. She's got little dimples like me. Like they look like they remind me of my dimples. um, he's a software engineer from Winona, Minnesota. He's also the father of missing Winona mother's Madeline Kingsbury's children, although authorities have not named him. Winona Police Chief Tom Williams said in a news conference that the father of Kingsbury's children was the last known person to see the Mayo Clinic researcher, telling authorities that he drove her van and then returned it to the Kingsbury residence. Kingsbury is in Winona, Minnesota. She was a clinical research professional for the Mayo Clinic who was reported missing on March 31st. She disappeared after dropping her kids off at daycare. Here's what you need to know. He was a high school athlete and student council member and received advertising and web media contracts. According to his LinkedIn page, he has worked under contract for a realty ad site in advertising and web media. In that position, he wrote that his duties include the creation of advertisements, media projects, analyze and optimize advertising performance across device and market types. I don't know why we need to know this, but he was an IT guy. He graduated from Mabel Canton High School. He posted pictures on Facebook showing him with the children he shares with Madeline. Winona police describe Madeline Kingsbury as an endangered missing person. She has not had contact with friends or family since she was last seen in her home in Winona, Minnesota. She was supposed to show up for work that morning, but didn't. So I'd really love to know what time she was supposed to show up for work. Just because, say if she was supposed to be there at 9, like, it's not really that normal. A lot of people don't go into work at 10 o'clock. You know, like, he left the house at 10 o'clock in their car and came back at 11. So, like, do they have another car? And how would she get to work? Yeah, I agree. Have you guys heard that story about the dentist who poisoned his wife? Oh, it was horrible. I read the affidavit for it, and it was so terrible because he was having an affair. It's like, why don't you just leave? I don't understand it. I mean, I don't know if he did it, but it is strange, and they seem to be implying that, something's off. The police are considering whether she may be a victim of foul play. Here is her missing persons thing. Please check your property. Age 26, 5'4", 135 pounds. All of this is extremely out of character for her. Recent developments led investigators to believe a van matching the description of Kingsbury's 2014 dark blue Chrysler Town and Country was seen traveling from Winona to the eastern part of Fillmore County during the day on March 31st. Winona PD and Fillmore County Sheriff's Office asked that residents and landowners in eastern Fillmore County to check their properties, including cameras for the van passing through or stopping. So it sounds like they really think the van had something to do. Like the van is involved, which is that guy was driving it. So it just seems to me they're hinting in that direction. You gotta look up the Lutz family that's missing. Oh, I'll check that out. A whole family's missing? They've interviewed numerous people, including family and friends. They have been canvassing neighborhoods, searching areas, and attempting to collect any video surveillance that might give us clues as to where Kingsbury or her van may have traveled. All right, here is a press release update on endangered missing person Madeline Jane Kingsbury. Madeline Kingsbury was last seen on the morning of March 31st and has not had contact with friends or family since. She was last seen at her home in Winona, Minnesota. She was supposed to show up for work that morning but didn't. In addition, numerous calls and messages from friends and family went unanswered. She was supposed to pick her children up from daycare that afternoon but didn't show up or make other arrangements. All of this is extremely out of character for her. Also, what was her baby dad doing all day and why didn't he go pick up the kids? No, the van was at the house and her baby dad said he drove it that day. Like he said, they both came home together and then he took the van to run errands. And when he came back, she was gone. But police are looking for anything about the van, like where it was driving, where it was seen. He put up a post saying that he got back like an hour later at like 11, but he didn't get back till like 1:30. But I'm just kind of curious as like why didn't he go pick up the kids, or was he working, or there's so many questions I have. They said in addition, so they said to check. All right, so recent developments led investigators to believe a van matching the description of Kingsbury's was seen traveling from Winona to the eastern part of Fillmore County during the day on March 31st, which the only person who could this be is her baby dad. The Winona Police Department and Fillmore County Sheriff's Office are asking residents and landowners in eastern Fillmore County to check their properties, including any video cameras, doorbell cameras, game cameras, for any signs of the van passing through or stopping. In addition, we asked residents, landowners to check for signs of a disturbance or other suspicious activity. We are specifically looking for information during the time frame of 8 a.m. on March 31st to 4 p.m. on April 1st along the Highway 43 corridor of Winona and Fillmore counties. If you have any information, please contact the Winona Police Department. Hi, Kate from Big Little Voices. Hi. Oh, what is that? I never seen that before. It just popped up on my screen. So they dropped their daughter and son off shortly after 8 a.m. At about 8:15, her vehicle returned to her residence, but she didn't show up for work at the Mayo Clinic. He said he left the home in Kingsbury's van at 10, and she was gone when he got back. They did a mass search for her. They had volunteers come. They said a bunch of people donated like food and everything. Happy Easter. Yes, for all the new people coming in, happy Easter. And please make sure you like my video. What was I going to say? Oh, so they ended up stopping the search. they're not asking for help anymore. So I'm kind of believing maybe they're going more towards the investigative route, which it seems like to me that's what they're doing. They have not named him. They also have not clarified whether he is her husband, ex-husband, boyfriend, or ex-boyfriend. The van remained parked in the driveway from 1:30 p.m. onward, adding that nothing indicates that Kingsbury left the residence on foot or in another vehicle. They have searched the van and residence. They found Kingsbury's phone, jacket, wallet, and ID. In that news conference, authorities refused to comment further on Fravel. At one point, the van, or one like it, was seen driving on County Road 12 and Highway 43, police said in the news conference. Based on all this, we believe Maddie's disappearance is involuntary, suspicious, and we are all concerned for her safety. All right, hold on. I want to look up where this is and what it looks like. County Road 12 and Highway 43. Sorry. Is that it? That's kind of far. I wonder how far that is from her house. Hold on. I don't know if I can do directions on there. I just want to see. That's far for. Sounds like he drove far. I don't know if I have this right, but it's called Minnesota 43. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe I got. Oh, no, it's not far. Never mind. I got the. It took me somewhere else, but it's only 14 minutes from their house. There's a lot of like. Okay, I'm gonna get the press conference. I'm not sure. I think like they were to help with the search party and stuff like that. And I'm sure their families have to take off from work and stay at hotels, things like that. Yeah, I guess if you're right, if he did go pick up the kids. Hey Dallas. All right, I'm gonna stop the screen real quick. Hey Devil. Where did I put it? Give me a second. Share screen.
I would like to thank all of you for taking the time to spread the word about the disappearance
Hold on a
of
second.
Madeline
Can you guys
and
hear it?
Maddie Kingsbury. We are
There we go. I don't know why there's no sound. Maybe because I changed, hold on. Let me try again because I changed my output. All right. All right, tell me if this works.
all of you for taking the time to spread the word about the disappearance of Maddie Kingsbury. We are very hopeful that we will find her. Maddie was last seen the morning of Friday, March 31st. Maddie and the father of their children dropped the children off at daycare shortly after 8 a.m. Maddie did not show up for work, which is very unlike her, and we are worried for her safety. During the course of our investigation, we know that Maddie returned to her residence on Cary Drive in Winona around 8:15 a.m. on March 31st. The vehicle that Maddie normally drives is a 2014 dark blue Chrysler Town & Country minivan, depicted to my right. The father of Maddie's children has spoken to law enforcement and told us that he left the residence in Maddie's van around 10 a.m. and upon returning later in the day, Maddie was not home. We believe a van similar to Maddie's van was driven on County Road 12 and Highway 43 in Winona County, and then southbound on Highway 43 through the eastern part of Fillmore County. Later, a van similar to Maddie's traveled back toward Winona on Highway 43. All of this occurred between approximately 10 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. We believe the van remained parked in the driveway of Maddie's residence from 1:30 p.m. on. Nothing to date has indicated that Maddie left the residence on foot or in another vehicle. The public has asked if we are currently looking for the van, and we are not. Investigators have searched the van and the residence. Inside the residence, investigators located Maddie's phone, the jacket she had been wearing earlier in the morning, along with her wallet and ID. Maddie's family and friends tried to contact Maddie throughout the day on March 31st without success. It was unlike her not to respond. Based on all of this, we believe Maddie's disappearance is involuntary, suspicious, and we are all concerned for her safety. Law enforcement began searching areas nearby Maddie's residence and along Highway 43 in both Winona and Fillmore counties. Our search efforts have been ongoing. We've been assisted by other law enforcement agencies and volunteers. Our search efforts have included people on foot, in vehicles, as well as by water and air. We are doing everything we can to bring Maddie home. We have spoken with many of her family members and friends and are actively following any developing information. No stone is being left unturned, and we are using every tool at our disposal to find her. Many of you have asked how you can help, and we really appreciate that. Here's what we are asking the public to do. If you live in or around Winona and Fillmore counties, especially along and around the routes previously mentioned, we're asking you to walk your property, check out buildings, and have a good look around for any signs that someone passed that way.
Hey, Andrew Willis. Sorry, I just seen that. In a nutshell, I'll give a little rundown. A 26-year-old mother of two has gone missing in Winona, Minnesota. She went with her kid's father to drop them off at daycare, and they both returned to the house around 8:15 a.m., I think. And then he claims that he was there with her until 10 a.m. and then he left in her van to go run errands, and that he came back an hour later and she wasn't there. They don't say Steph B, but I'm pretty sure they have something of that nature because they sound pretty confident that she went into the house and never came out. Like, the way they're saying it, it sounds like they know that she didn't come out of the house on foot. Because the way they are explaining it, it just sounds like that to me. I mean, I'm just making assumptions here, but they sound like pretty confident that she never left the house on foot. The car came back at like 1:30. She never showed up for work that day, and she was supposed to go to work. I would really like to know what time she was supposed to be in, because if it was before 10 o'clock, which most people go into work before 10 o'clock, why would this guy take her car to run errands when she had to go to work? So there's just some things I am curious about. Well, we don't know. They don't know where she is, Andrew, that she's missing at this point. But it sounds like they are heavily implying that maybe her kid's father had something to do with it, because they are asking for all information they can get about this van, and we know that he had the van. So I don't even know if it was her husband or if he even lived there. Like, they haven't verified that they even live together. They are not calling him her husband. They're just saying the father of her kids. So I don't know if they're together or not, and if he lives there or not. I'm confused. Oh, they were breaking up? I didn't know that. Maybe they weren't even together. Like, I don't even. Hey, Ran the Man. Like, I don't even know if they are together, you know? Thought her ex-boyfriend lived with her and he was moving out. Okay, so it's her ex-boyfriend. He's the ex-boyfriend? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I just started looking into this case, so I haven't gotten to dig really deep. I just wanted to get like this information out there pretty quick because she's still missing and I think it's important. So, but it sounds like he's her ex-boyfriend and he still lived with her and he was moving out. So, maybe there is, some conflict there. He was going to be moving out that day. Oh, I did not know that. Ex-husband borrowed her van. Gotcha. Yeah, this is definitely a lot of red flags. I didn't know he was supposed to be moving out that day. I didn't even know he was her ex, but now it sounds like he's her ex, so that's definitely a red flag. All right, let's continue.
Or for signs of a disturbance. Please check any cameras that you have on your property, including game cams, doorbell cams, and security cams. Look for someone passing by. We also ask that you check the video for a dark blue minivan driving by or stopping. Regardless of whether you see something or not, if you have a camera along any of the mentioned routes, please save any video from March 31st to April 1st and contact law enforcement. If you know anything or saw something suspicious, please call the Winona Police Department or Crime Stoppers. Your information might be the final piece that brings Maddie home. We know this is an extremely difficult time for Maddie's family and friends who want nothing more than to have her home. I'd like to welcome Maddie's sister, Megan, up to say a few words.
I'm not a public speaker, so appreciate your patience with me.
She speaks very low, so I would suggest reading the closed captions. I know they're small, or I can like break it down for you. Wait, there's an ex-husband or ex-boyfriend? What is she? Is there two exes, or I think kid's dad is Adam. Okay, yeah, I know that, but like, is he the only ex? I don't know if he showed up or not. He took down his Facebook. Interesting. Yeah, he put up that post too, and removed it where he said he was out running errands. All right. All right. I suggest reading closed caption because she's very quiet and there's nothing I can do about it. Sorry, I was just checking my sound settings to see if I could do anything else, but I can't. All right.
Thank you all for coming. My family and I really appreciate all of the attention and wanting to help. I'm Madeline Kingsbury. I'm Maddie's older sister. Speaking on behalf of my entire family, those of us in town, out of state, including my older brother, Stephen, wasn't able to make it here at the moment. He's overseas on deployment. He's currently en route from Romania to be here. As it's been said.
So, Lori, if there is both, what is Adam? The ex-husband? This is weird. I feel like we would hear about the ex-boyfriend, though, if he lived there. Like, I feel like they would have, something. I've only heard one name, so.
We all know, and I know everyone wants details about the investigation and what's been discovered. I'm not talking about that right now. And to be honest, I don't know everything either. I'm here to talk about Madeline and her children. Sorry. Madeline is many things. She's a mother, sister, daughter, best friend, granddaughter, and a niece. It's a long list. She's a young mother of 2 5-year-olds.
Sorry, I don't mean to stop it, but the only man who is attached to her address, like I just looked up the address records, is Adam, the kid's father. I don't see any names of another guy. If another guy was living there, I don't see any other names other than his.
Old Eliana, 2-year-old Noah. Ellie is spunky and goofy. She loves to be crafty and creative. She's inherited her mother's kindness and curiosity about the world. Little Noah has turned into a chatterbox. Can't tell what he says half the time. He loves to dance. He loves rock and roll. And he was blessed with the redheaded gene for my grandfather. It's missed everyone else. So he's got dimples and eyes that sparkle. And Madeline is a hardworking and dedicated mother, as well as a grad student at the U of M, and works for the Mayo Clinic. Family is everything to her. She's grown into an impressive and beautiful young woman. This community has really rallied around us, and so many wonderful people have traveled from all over the state and beyond to come and help find my sister, and we're beyond grateful and we're truly touched. Law enforcement obviously has been extremely hardworking, and we'll never be able to thank everyone enough for what they're doing for Madeline. And we will remain loud about this and continue to advocate for Madeline any way, shape, or form. We're offering a $50,000 reward for any information leading to her whereabouts. So please help us find Madeline. The children need their mother. We need our daughter, our sister, our aunt, and our best friend back. Yeah, we just want to find her. So, thank you.
As you can obviously see, this is extremely difficult for Madeline's family. Anybody who knows any information that could help us find her, we do again ask you to contact the Winona Police Department or Crime Stoppers Minnesota, which is 1-800-222-TIPS. There's also a form online at the Crime Stoppers Minnesota website where you can submit information anonymously if you prefer to do it that way. So again, anybody who has information who can help us bring her home, please tell us what you know. We do have time now for a few questions, but again, we are limited as to what we can say with the investigation, so I'll open it up at this time.
Clarifying, the van that was seen driving west, that was definitely Maddie's van, or it was a van that looked like Maddie's van?
The van matched the description.
Okay. Do the police have any clues as to who was driving the van?
Not at this time. I should say that's not information we can share at this time.
Is there a criminal investigation associated?
So I'm taking that as they know who is driving the van. They just can't share it. Y'all are cracking me up. Hey, Jim. Got you, Avery. We got you. Our researching powers all put together. We got you, girl. Screenshot your message. I do have closed captioning on. It's just really small. I Googled Earther House. I'll show it to you once this is over. She does have neighbors, and it's not wooded. I'll show it to you as soon as this is done. But sounds like she just said, like she implied, we know who's driving. We just can't share that information right now.
We are examining all possibilities as to what could have happened to Maddie, including hopefully getting her back safely, or also investigating possible foul play.
Are there any suspects?
We are keeping all avenues open at this time, but there's not a suspect or a specific person of interest. Chief, do you want to step up as well? we have any other questions?
Are kids safe?
I'm sorry?
Are her kids safe?
Yes, the children are safe.
Any other questions?
Can you just repeat the area that you want people to look, check their property?
Make sure that I give the same directions that I had done earlier. Would be County Road 12 and Highway 43 in Winona County, and southbound on Highway 43 through the eastern part of Fillmore County.
Have you been receiving a lot of video at this time?
The majority of the video that we have been located has been found by law enforcement officers who have actually gone out canvassing. That's why we are specifically asking for the public's assistance with that to notify us. And again, I can't reiterate enough, if you have a camera, let law enforcement know, please.
And is there anything on that video that law enforcement collected that shows the van or any indication of suspicious or foul play?
We do have vans similar on some video clips, but again, the presence of or absence of a vehicle can also assist us in the investigation. So again, that's why we are asking for the public, if you have a camera, please save the video and notify law enforcement.
Since there, just clarifying, there is no specific suspect at this time, correct?
Again, our options are that we are looking at this as a missing person, and we are also investigating it as the potential for foul play based on the totality of the circumstances.
And is there a threat to the general public?
So they treating it as a missing person with potential foul play.
Again, this is an open investigation. From what we've seen so far, there does not appear to be a threat to the public.
We have time for a couple more.
Can you rule out that Maddie was the one driving the van?
I'd have to say the investigation's open and active from that standpoint.
And you did say the father of her children drove the van at some point that morning, right?
It's open and active at this time.
Time for one more?
Can you just reiterate why it would be that it's very unlikely that Maddie would have disappeared on her own?
Again, based on the investigation, we know that the children were dropped off at the daycare and that the van returned home. Based on that, the investigation is still open and ongoing as to what happened upon returning home.
That's all we have time for. Thank you everyone for being here today. And again, please to the public that if you have video or if you know any information, please do submit that to Winona Police or Crime Stoppers.
Thank you.
So it looks like the last time that she tagged Adam, she doesn't really post about him or have pictures with him or anything, but she tagged him in November of 2022. So like my workout was getting all the gear on them. But I mean, that's like the only tag that I see so far. She's adorable. Yeah, this just doesn't sound good. Sure, you can ask me a question. What's up? I'm not sure who the younger girl in the black shirt is. I don't know. Maybe a sister or a niece. Thinking maybe a niece. Well, she's only 26. She could have a younger sister. Oh yeah, Avery, let me show you the Google Earth. Yeah, 5 and 2 years old. All right, so, well, this is the neighborhood. And their house is right there. I'll put a little thing so we can see it on the street view. Was she crying? I don't know if she was crying. They didn't say. The family was coming in and out of town and staying in hotels. So this is their house or her house. I don't know if it's both of their houses or not. Like, I don't know. Supposedly, oh wait, why is it saying 464? It was 465. Well, I think it's this one because, like, I think that's split in half, and it's this one. Because you can see in her pictures on Facebook, it looks like they're outside right here in the driveway. But it's not really wooded. Not a wooded area. He drove the car. He was seen driving like 15 minutes from their home here. Hold on. Let me zoom out. And I'll show you where he was seen driving. I think down. I gotta turn it because. Alright, so I know it was like this way. I think it was right here, they said, where County Line Road and Highway 43. Or maybe it was further down. No, I think it was there. I think that's. Doesn't that look like the area that they said? Hold on. Remember when I looked it up earlier and it looked like that? Like that intersection? I think it was right here. It had that like weird intersection. He was seen driving over here. That's what I was wondering, Ellie. Like, could he have backed into the garage or like out of the camera's view or something? Yeah, they're asking for surveillance along this from this area, like around this area right here. And we know that he admits that he had the car, you know? So there's definitely something there for sure. Oh, I just hope that, you know, they get more information soon. And I really just wanted to like put this out there to get the information out, you know, share it, whatever. I know the sister, oh my God, it was so sad listening to her. She sounds heartbroken. And I'm sure she is. I mean, it's. He hasn't been at the press conference lately or searching. Oh, it doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, it doesn't sound promising, and I don't really know what else could have happened. Like, it sounds like they're pretty confident that they never seen, like they have cameras or something, and she never left the house on foot. And he had her car, and they're looking for this car. And they're saying that foul play. Yeah, it's definitely a duplex. I agree with that, Lex. But they are basically saying that it's a missing persons case, but they believe foul play may be involved. And I think they're being pretty blatant without being blatant that they're looking into Adam. I don't think so, Andrew. They searched the house. Yeah, I don't like jumping to conclusions too early, but I feel like the police are making it like they're like, making it obvious, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like they're not saying it, but it sounds like pretty obvious at what they're trying to get at. I mean, I guess it's always possible that somebody could have came and taken her, but that would have been seen. So I don't know. It's weird, and I hope it's not foul play, but it sounds like where they're going in their investigation that they're looking that they're calling her endangered. Yeah, telegraphing it to us. They're trying to tell us without telling us. Subliminal messages. Hey, Buster, good to see you. Buster the cockatoo is my fave, guys. If you like bird videos, check them out. He's adorable. But yeah, so if you just came in, there was a mother, 26-year-old. She's adorable. Hold on, I'll search it again. She's got dimples, and she went missing from Winona, Minnesota. And she went with her kid's father to drop their children off at daycare. And then they both went back to her home, which is here. Hold on. They both arrived at the home together. They both went into the house, and he supposedly left around 10:30 to go run. Why is it not finding it? Hold on. Here it is. He left around 10:30 to go run errands with her car. He had her van. And he said he was gone for an hour in a post that he put up and then deleted it. But he left in her van and came back at around 1:30, and she was gone, he said. But they don't have any. I guess they must have a Ring camera or something, because based on the Ring footage, or based on how they're speaking, it sounds like they may have Ring footage, because they're saying that she never left the home on foot that they know of. Like they don't have like they can't see her leaving the house on foot, and that they believe her disappearance is involuntary and suspicious, and they are considering foul play, but she's still missing. It's being treated as a missing persons with the possibility of foul play. They are asking for information on this van that her kid's father was driving, and You don't think they ever came back to the house? Oh, I didn't think about that, Lori. Maybe they never came back. Yeah, hold on. Let me get it for you. I do know what the post said. So this was his post. If anyone has seen Madeline since 10 a.m. Friday, please contact the Winona PD, me, or any of her family members. I see lots of misinformation already being posted. Maddie was at home with me from 8 to 10:30, which is when I left to do errands. When I returned an hour-ish later, she was gone. Please help me find the mom to our beautiful kids. It's now deleted, and now his Facebook is completely gone. His Facebook is completely deleted. Like I said, I don't want to speculate and say, oh yeah, he did it, because I don't know. But it seems as though the police are heavily implying that she is in danger. They believe she's endangered and that foul play may be involved. And they're asking for information on this van and asking for people to check their Ring cameras and to, look for this video. Like, if you have video footage of this van doing anything suspicious, it said. Hold on. Let me find it. It literally said, if you see anything suspicious or if you see in a van doing anything suspicious, please contact the police. But hold on. I'll find where it said that. I think I got rid of it, but I'll pull it back up. But obviously they think something is wrong and something happened with this van, and they want all the information of where it's been and where it's traveled and if, where everything about it. All right, here is. Recent developments led investigators to believe a van matching the description of Kingsbury's was seen traveling from Winona to the eastern part of Fillmore County during the day on March 31st. The Winona Police Department and the Fillmore County Sheriff's Office are asking residents and landowners in eastern Fillmore County to check their properties, including any video cameras, doorbell cameras, game cameras, etc., for signs of the van passing through or stopping. In addition, we ask residents, landowners to check for signs of a disturbance or other suspicious activity. We're specifically looking for information during the time frame of 8 a.m. on March 31st to 4 p.m. on April 1st along the Highway 43 corridor of Winona and Fillmore counties. If you have any information, please contact the Winona Police Department. Somebody asked at the press conference, do they know who was driving? And they said no. And then she said, well, let me rephrase that. We just can't share that right now. So I believe that they do know who was driving the van, and they can't share that. They'd have to know. So it doesn't sound good. It sounds pretty cut and dry to me, but I don't want to go saying stuff yet because you never know. But Ellie's, leaning in that direction for sure. And she didn't show for, like, what time did she have to go into work? Like, if she worked in the morning, like, I want to know, was she supposed to be in at like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m.? Because if she was, then why did he have the car if she had to go to work or whatever? That's like stuff I would really like to know. Like, what are her hours? Did you see what I shared, Lex? What he deleted? That was it. Oh, not that one. This one. So, but I'm going to end it here. If you guys, you want to share this out, get the word out, make sure to give me a like. I'm going to try and come back tomorrow and recap the Stout trial the last 2 days because I haven't done that yet. I just put it on the screen, Lex, for you. You can read it. But like I said, we had, a tragedy happen in the family, and I don't know what's going to be happening in the next couple days, if I'll be busy or not. It's just kind of like, up in the air, but I will try and be here, you know, whenever I can. And I will talk to you guys later, maybe tomorrow, hopefully, to recap the Stout trial, which is super crazy. Friday was amazing. Like they gave so much information, and that neighbor is awesome. She got a lot of information from T2. I'll make sure I took notes so I can write it all down for you and let you know everything they said. So I'll make sure that I cover that soon. But have a good night, everyone, and happy Easter. And I hope you all had a good day today, celebrating Easter if you do. And I'll talk to y'all soon.